Hi, classmates. Thank you for watching. If you are, if you're not, then, well, you're missing out. Precisely. This is a little presentation just to go over how to use Clips to put together a presentation. Now, Clips is an app made by Apple. I'm going to be giving you guys the link and the information at the end. But it's an app made by Apple. You can use it on your iPad or you can use it on your iPhone. And the fun thing about it is that it lets you put together different medias that you can combine and just kind of put together into a little editing package. If you know of iMovie or if you've heard of it, think of it in the same concept, along the same lines basically, and just putting together little clips, hence the name of the app being Clips. You put together little bits, and then all of that together you can then export it into a video, and then you can upload that to YouTube or whatever it is that you want to do with it. It's just going to go over a couple of the features. This assumes obviously that you have installed the application. Again, the link will be here, will be provided, so you can just go ahead and download the app if you want to. If you have an Android phone, unfortunately this will not work because this is only for, like I said, iPad and iPhone. But I'm sure there are other alternative apps that you can look for that may have more or less the same features. Until then, more or less, hope this helps and enjoy. Alright, so as you can see here, this is how I set everything up at the beginning. Once you open the app, you basically start doing this. You record a video. I didn't like this particular video, so I'm deleting it right there, as you can see. But once you record a video within the app, which you do by pressing this red button on the right, you pretty much can do all the options that you want to it, including, like the professors liked, the little Memoji options. In this case, you're gonna see that I'm gonna turn it into, I recorded it originally normally, and then you can add the Memoji afterwards on top. The options are right there along the side. Basically, the button on the left hand that says Effects, that's where you're gonna go for a lot of the other options. This one is just for this, just to get this Memoji thing happening there. But beyond that, that's pretty much it. That's how you set up the Memoji part. Now let's add into different effects. Alright, so with this one, I'm going to give you the different options. If you click on the little icon on the right, it'll give you the posters option. Now that is what you're going to use to make the transitions, like the title that I used at the beginning. It gives these pages already available to you. You can't really edit much beyond the text, so you are pretty much stuck with the background and the animations that are included. However, there are a couple, as you can see there are a bunch that you can do. And then you can just type in the text that you want. That little red button that you see there, what you do basically with that button is you press that button, and however long you hold it, that's how long the clip will be. So if you press that red button and you hold it for 5 seconds, you're gonna have a 5-second clip of that little animation. Okay? If you want to add additional things, you can see there that I use the effects that I mentioned before. You can look through different text options that they have if you want to include that, like you see there. And using your fingers, you can just, we're all used to this motion, so you basically just zoom it out or zoom it in with both fingers. And then once you have everything together, once again, you press the button to record it. It all gets put together there on its own, and then it gets stacked on top of the package. Now with this, I'm going to test some of the features that I haven't gotten around to using yet. This is how you start a new project. That little button on the left-hand corner, you click on New Projects. As you can see, I used this app. I've used it before, And then once you start a new project, you pretty much are crazy to go. On the little effect start that you see there on the left, there is something you can do with AR spaces, which scans your surroundings, as you can see there. I'm scanning here at the hotel. As you can see there, it scans the surroundings, and then you can use effects, basically special effects, with augmented reality. So once the part that you want is scanned, you'll be able to interact with it within the animation that you choose. It's cute, and for example, you can do something like confetti. You see, you can interact with it, you can be in the space. You'll be able to see that in a minute. Hello, Keiser University uniform there on the right corner. Ah, here we go. Oh yes, dancing. Yes, so that's how you do it. There you go. Yep, so there you go. As you can see, the lights basically go all over me either way. Switching to the dance floor, thankfully no dancing from me on this part. You basically just scroll through the little things at the bottom, as you can see there, and they automatically get applied. I think I'm up again. Yep, here we go. Let's try that again. Oh, yes. I don't know. I think it's Egyptian. I don't know what I was doing there. Either way, you get it. The point is there's animations that you can interact and use. I hope this was, helpful. Not at all embarrassing. Alright, so we're going to use this more or less as reference, all over the same. This is how it looks, basically, once all the clips are put together that you've been watching up until now. So that's all the little clips appear down there. Once again, you go to effects and you have all the options. You have the AR on the left, you have the emoji. After that, you have some filters. As you can see there, the filters you can apply however you want to apply them. It changes the colors, it can change the look, it can change many things. You can make it black and white, you can give it a static, you can give it a filter, you can make it vivid. I think vivid looks nice, just to accent the colors a little bit. Beyond that, the next tab, it's the live titles. If you saw my last presentation that I used this is how you add the automatic live speech to text, as you can see there on the left. If you want to be more inclusive or more, at least, more open to people who might need this kind of accessibility option, it's a good option to have if you can use it, like you see there. Beyond that, you can add text, like you've already on. This is just testing, for example. And like I said, you can zoom it out, zoom it in, you can move it around, you can make it smaller, bigger. That's just by using your fingers and by the little motion. You can add stickers that you can download right then and there. You can place them however you want. You can make them smaller, bigger, twist them around, however you want to do it. This is just me adding different examples of the options that you have there. These can all be interactive as well. Like you'll be able to see how this looks at the end of all of this. Now I'm gonna let it play as well with all these options that I've added. The buttons at the bottom, the effects you're already aware of. Mute is basically to mute the original recording or what you're recording over. Delete deletes that particular clip, not the whole thing. The other option that you have there is to trim it. You can make it as small or as big as you want to the video. For example, you can make it, smaller or more. You can split it. If you want to give one portion of the video one effect and then the other portion a different effect, you can do that. You can duplicate it as well. And then ultimately you can just press the little play button on the left, and then basically it'll play through, like you can see there, like the live speech and all of that, as you can see. That little button on the left hand corner, click on. There you go. As you can see, I used this. Now let's say, for example, that you have already gotten all of this together. Now you want to save it. How do you do that? Well, for that, all you have to do is export it, which I'll show you next. Once you have the video, you click on the little share button on the right bottom there, which on iPhone you'll know, and then you can send it on a message, you can send it on the email, you can save the video, or you can save it to your files. I recommend just saving the video, and that'll save it to your camera roll, and then you can just upload it to YouTube from there. If you go to apple.com/clips, you'll be able to access this website, which has the information about the app as well. This is directly from Apple. It shows you the different options and the different things that I've covered here today, including the AR effects, the emoji, how to add stickers, how to do all of that good stuff. You can download clips directly from there. That's once again apple.com/clips. This is the AR effects that we were talking about, that I demonstrated. The selfie camera, for example, this is how you also take the emojis. You can apply the filters, live backgrounds, and different things like that can happen at the same time. Like I already mentioned, the live text, the live title, which once again, you can just, depending on what you say, you can go ahead and use that. The stickers and the different effects that you can add. Apple is saying that they're going to release new stickers, posters, filters, and effects every month. And then if you want to, there's an additional material here that I'll cover in the next slide. And that's it. Like I said, made to be shared. So if you want to get more creative and you want more information, this is an ebook that Apple has called Everyone Can Create Video on iPad. And you can it shows you how to do your own introduction, a silent movie, a documentary, a teaching show, a short film. It's good if you want to get more creative. And that's it. I hope this was helpful and informative. And if you have any more questions, you can always reach out to me. But I hope that at least covers some basics and you guys know more or less how to do something like this if you want to get creative and have fun, as Dr. Haynes would say. Thank you for watching if you have, and have a good one.